Hello, and welcome to another episode of TND Saves the World. Coming up next, TND Day Drunk. I did not tell him to do that. I did not know he was going to start making
I was kind of killing
noises. I mean, now you're on more beat. That's more my jam. But it's some weird shit. Yeah, what's that?
It's supposed to be kind of like a news kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I get the gist.
Fine.
Yeah, today we'll be talking about murders.
Yeah, murders, scary stories, fucking Neil Blomkamp films. Let's see, what else are we getting into, Todd?
I just like the idea of calling the news what it is. There's some comedian was saying,
and what is
bad
the news, Toby? No,
just call it bad news. And next, on bad news, more people died.
It's true.
Weather, gonna kill more people.
Right? So, today is the 43rd episode, Toby.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm sad boy today.
Toby's Eeyoreing over here.
Yeah, I haven't woke up or had anything decent happen to me today.
But you've already got a drink in your hand.
I'm working on the good things.
Yeah.
Good life. Live my best life, you know.
Yeah, always got to be
I feel like that's a
living the
reference
best
for
life.
us on this.
It's just
Comes
for
up.
us. That one's just
Yeah,
for us.
what
though.
comes up?
Let's see here. So, it's the 43rd episode. That's okay, because we're almost to 45. And then we're at 50, bro.
That's not right.
That's how math works.
Soon we'll be we're at 43, so you know what's next, 45 and then 50. It's like,
Those
no,
are
I
the
like
next-
the idea of when we get to 45, we're at 50. It's kind of what you said. 45 and then we're 50.
Basically.
Like, they're the same number.
No, they're close. That's what I'm getting at.
Close.
And that
in
means
the general scheme of things,
we-
we're within 10.
we've already been doing this
Does it mean-
podcast for over a year, Toby.
Yeah, it's killing me.
And, like, at least 12 people have listened to it. I know it's more, but
It's a one
it's
person
at
a
least,
month.
It's at
ratio.
least. But hey, man, that's somebody listening to it. That's not us.
It might be us.
It might be us because we you know, if you guys want to interact more, that'd be dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Get at us at our Instagram.
At Mary Kate.
Yeah, Mary Kate and Ashley. You
Which
can
one, yeah, which one did you
get
do?
at
Which
us
one was
on,
the trashy one?
dude. You're totally a Mary Kate.
Mary Kate was
Out
the
of
trashy one.
the two of us, like if we were,
Was Ashley, what, a prude?
well, no, yeah, she's the prudish one.
And
But what
then
I'm
the
saying
other
is that,
was the
like,
nasty
in
one
real
or
life,
something?
we'd both be Mary Kate.
I feel like
But
they were
in the
both kind of
situation-
trashy.
Well, I mean,
I can't
after a
remember,
certain point,
Because they went out together and would, like, you know, do coke, suck cock, shit like that.
do coke, suck cock.
Yeah. Oh, that's an EDM hit right there.
Yeah.
Might work.
I'm this
gonna
now.
smoke something. I
I'm this
know.
guy now. Here, have a hit of this. So yeah.
Yeah, we're drinking on some White Claws.
Oh, and if
today,
you
some
want-
mango White Claws.
If you, yeah, these
Smoking
are.
some Indoor OG.
I did my product review before we even started the podcast, which is a faux pas on my part. So I've come to enjoy these White Claws. They're really good. But this one, the mango, it is fucking delicious. It is like biting in to a fucking
Fresh pineapple.
a ripe, juicy pineapple stuffed with a grape, and it is so delicious.
Just stuff with one grape.
And you gotta
hard to
search for
find.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta get in there. You gotta dig
You ever
around
played the
with
grape
your
and the pineapple when
fingernails.
you were a kid? Find the grape and the pineapple?
Grape the pineapple.
It was a game you played with your uncle.
Mm-hmm. You grape the pineapple, and then your butt hurts for a couple days.
So you find the grape and the pineapple. The pineapple would be hair.
Yeah. Great.
Oh,
Love
man.
it.
Starting off on a perfect note today.
Absolutely.
You know, just letting them know how I'm feeling.
Yeah, just thank you, Toby, and thank you, because it wouldn't have been.
Thank me and thank me.
Yeah, thank you, and you know what?
And you know, while I'm at it, thank you.
So I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with the double thanks.
No, I appreciate it. I feel a little better.
Okay, good. Not gonna tell you what I'm thanking you for,
Yeah.
but
See, I don't like that though.
You tell me why you grateful for me in your life.
Well, see, you could be grateful for me for some shit that
Todd.
I felt a draft just then. I felt his life force like do something. Did you feel that?
Yeah, he didn't like that. But Todd, you gotta chill.
Todd Berry, back everyone.
Give it up for Todd Berry, everybody. So that's fun.
And people listening is like, wait. It's all, oh shit, he just left.
Yeah, there's a giant stuffed bear behind Toby's head that we have decided to name Todd
It's a good
Berry. So does that mean that we're gonna have a problem when we decide to start doing merch of Todd Berry? I mean,
No, we'll reach out to him and
spelled.
he'll think it's hilarious. We'll give him a cut.
Mm,
Because that's where the name came from. Of course he gets a
yeah.
cut.
Okay.
You selfish bastard.
I'm not being selfish. But I'm just saying. He's got more
That's
money
why
than
it's
us right
funny.
now. Yeah.
That's why it's funny. It's because he's a real person. And he's fucking funny. I really like his fucking shit.
I enjoy his comedy. So today
we're doing it right. We're actually smoking a joint and having a drink today, which I don't like is a reoccurring fuck up for us.
What?
Well, some days it's like a blunt and a coffee.
Oh yeah.
Or like you never know.
But there's always a drink.
We're always drinking something and smoking something.
Right.
A smoke.
Yeah, a drink and a smoke, but fuck that. A drink and a
Bad
joint
name.
just rolls off the tongue, and you're just mad because you didn't come up with it first. You haters.
You talking to me, bitch?
No, I'm not talking to you, bitch.
All right, so what's your prepared research here that you got?
I don't have anything prepared per se, but because that's not how we do things here. But what we do have are the top stories on Google for trending news. Oh shit! So I'm gonna read these off to you, and you tell me which one you want me to read to you. So we talked about Epstein getting arrested a couple weeks ago, but it turns out maybe he's dead today. Maybe he committed suicide in prison, but that doesn't seem super likely because
he's on suicide watch and might have gotten that sock deep enough down his throat.
Yeah,
who knows? Right,
but. Just saying that, like, there are pictures of, like, him being gurneyed away, and people have compared it.
You know what a good one would be? So if they give you socks, that's a pretty good one. You can stuff it way down your throat and choke, but I think it would be even better if you took the elastic out of it. Yeah. And you could use it as a saw to get some some good bleeding going, Right. Like saw past your skin. That's one people wouldn't think about, I think. And maybe that's why they give you socks that are all cotton, right? Don't have elastic in it or something. I don't know. But
sometimes they take your socks away too. Sometimes.
Yeah, because those are weapons. Those are easy weapons.
But again, like he was such a high value.
I'd tear my shirt off. I could figure out a way. I feel like if they left me alone for 10 minutes.
But that's the thing, though, is that like he's such a high value.
Oh, suicide watch, they're in the room.
Right, they're with you. Yeah. Like, so how did that happen? It seems kind of fishy. But CBS News is reporting that he has.
They watched in your pecker while you're died.
So the headline for that is Jeffrey Epstein has died. Financier facing sex trafficking charges dies from apparent suicide. Not that one. CBS News. Jupiter hit. A meteor large enough to see from Earth just slammed into Jupiter. How do you feel about that one?
Cares?
It's pretty interesting, but not my planet.
I feel like have we been close enough to Jupiter to even know what's up in that atmosphere?
I mean, don't think so. We know it's a gaseous giant, but I mean,
we haven't been past the outside. Yeah, we haven't been into it though.
This meteor,
what if the gas is just on the outside, and there's a little planet on the inside?
Yeah, it's atmosphere.
Yeah, it'd be a really thick, gassy atmosphere that's pulled by some kind of gravitational pull, and won't leave. Yeah. Who knows?
Well, that is there. There would have to be some sort of
core to it, though. But there's no solid core.
Right, but there's got to be something. There's got to be something keeping all that shit together.
Yeah, it's like a giant sandstorm.
Right. But apparently a meteor.
Right, there's got to be some kind of source.
Yeah.
In the center, but see, I remember it being like, what was the planet that had gas? I think it may have been Jupiter, where I was reading about like the beings that could possibly exist in their levels of gas, because they have more dense gas, just like we would have water as you're going down. So it'd be like the air into like dense, smoky air close to the ground, in the ground, and then there'd be like, or I mean, in the water, and then like ground. Right. There's gases that can compare to our elements, so it'd be like you could swim through them and stuff like that. Right. And then I remember, I mean, it was a speculation kind of thing, but it was what those creatures might look like if they could survive in those. Right. And they kind of looked aquatic a little bit. But
yeah. Well, there are certain things. There are reasons why we have the things we have on our body, and the reason why animals have the things they have on their bodies, like the way things evolve and things like that. It's all very similar. Like you can find similar like evolutions, like adaptations, like everything has a nose to breathe oxygen in, unless it is a fish. Everyone and they have has gills.
Some source of taking in some sort of energy that they need to survive.
Right.
I think there is good reason to believe there's something that you could call solid in the center. Even if it is a gas, it'd be like such a dense gas that I think that we would call it touchable. We would call it tangible.
Because for gravity,
or it is tangible, but not touchable.
For gravity to be forming it into a
you would think it'd have to have mass,
it would have to have some type of mass and density.
Yeah.
So it can't.
Which gases do, right? I mean, gaseous things would have
of weight to
sort
them.
I'm not sure what we're talking about. But not. It would be smart if these aliens, like, instead of, we think they're like galaxies away and moving through portals, they just hid in Jupiter.
Yeah.
And like
we chilling.
They put out a gaseous spiraling like like a force field of this gas that none of our machinery can get through. Right. Like it would melt it or something like that. Oh. And they're just on the inside, and it's like maybe a base for them or something. So they can come and chill and be close and like watch, you know?
Yeah, I feel that.
It'd be a lot easier to watch right there than, you know. I finally watched the rest of that Bob Lazar on Netflix. On Joe Rogan.
Oh, okay.
I started that one. I just don't like the documentary style anymore. I'm just too into
podcast.
Yeah, I wanted to say radio format, but
yeah, this is today's radio format.
Yeah,
we're technically a radio show, which is weird. Did you ever think that you'd be running and hosting a radio show?
I don't. But
I don't think about it.
No, I don't do that.
Oh, I mean,
like, what does that mean?
Technically.
No.
Technically, we're a podcast, an internet podcast.
What is a podcast? That's today's thought. Fuck you.
Yeah.
No, but aliens are in Jupiter. Yeah, I feel that. But I watched that Bob Lazar thing. I liked how he described the ship. It was really cool to me that he was in. I liked that there were no right angles, which is weird. It's like, isn't it weird that as more stuff comes out, it seems like all these like filmmakers in the 50s like totally got it right.
Yeah.
It's like they knew the discus shape, which most of them were either a disc or a blob, things like that he would describe. And they're always, it may be because it can emit the right, an equal amount of energy out in every direction or something like that. But why would they use no right angles on the inside? Again, which there's been in films for a long time where everything was bubbly and part of a one solid thing. There wasn't much of
because that's the opposite of how we do everything.
Yeah. Why do we use right angles? Right angles aren't seen in nature.
They are. They're like,
rarely though.
I mean, rarely, but it's there. Like there are right angles.
I'm trying to think of one. I'm sure like if you count like a bug's leg or something but that's just like our elbow, but still, no, even I think like on a molecular level, there's no like right angles. I think it just looks like that. Maybe rock formations, and come out kind of square. I mean, squares exist,
right,
in nature.
But like you have to think too that's an adapted thing, like us using a lot of right angles, because we used to like think of India lots of bubbly circular architecture. There's not a whole lot of right angles. There's lots of their doorways are, you know, I'm sure that they have right angle doors, but they're curved, and there's domes, and I
wonder what the purpose of that is on the inside. I like you said that there wasn't much of a display panel or that he could perceive. Again, he said that there may have been some sort of transparent screen that they could possibly pull information up on. But I like the idea of, like, we just seem so fucking needy when I heard shit like that. It's like they were just happy with learning. That's probably why they got so far. Whoever that race that he was talking about, like, in my head, that's why they would get, because they weren't distracted like us. Like, imagine what our cars are gonna be like. We don't drive them. We're gonna be smoking, drinking, talking on the phone, watching movies, music playing at the same time. We're gonna be so distracted, to even go like a few miles down the road,
right? And
they go, you know, light years, and like it doesn't seem like they need a lot extra. No like cup holders, no like, it didn't seem like. Now I may not be understanding their forms of entertainment. There may have been a screen that came up that showed them something. But they seem so focused.
But we're a different species.
Because,
you know, if they may have evolved from, you know, there's no telling how old the race
entertainment.
is.
What if they evolved past
that's
entertainment?
That's what I was going to get to. Yeah. What would that mean? That mean that
they were truly entertained by learning, and
that's a very analytical species. That's a species that is very grounded in what their science would be like,
and that's their form of fun in a way.
It could be. Like they could get some pleasure out of it, or joy out of technical accomplishments.
And maybe that's it. Maybe just the fact that they're flying through dimensions, like, is enough. That's us watching fucking Shrek 2 in the car or something, you know? Maybe that's enough for them. And I know that if we got to the point where we could change dimensions, we'd have Netflix on it right away. If I couldn't get Netflix, I'll be bringing DVDs and shit. Like, I'm watching something. I'm chilling. Can I smoke in here? I got scotch. Like, that's just, there's this weird human nature that's like it's the hippie camping attitude. It's like I do it from room to room, you know, bring like a campsite with me from room to room.
You gotta have your things.
Yeah, and that's a very,
I like these things, and they come with me.
The entertainment is just a distraction from raw nature. Because if you sat down and thought and nothing was on, you weren't doing anything entertaining, like, all day, you would probably get something done, and secondly, be miserable in your realization of yourself and state of the race. Even in a good situation, let's say you're rich and happy, even without any outside entertainment or outside stimulation whatsoever, you still would feel sad and sorry for human nature and man.
Oh, for sure. Like, we're a lazy, distracted lot, and that's just where we're at right now.
Distraction,
but we're still a young species relatively to the universe.
Yeah, I don't like to think like that because I'm not going to be around to see the next thing. You know what I mean?
So so you're like, I don't like the way it is now. It's never going to change while I'm alive.
So why even worry?
Okay, but it sounds like you're worried.
What about
what aliens think of us when they even could be us from the future?
Oh, well, there's a lot of different possibilities. If I'm thinking on a linear timeline and I'm going to be gone someday and all of the work that I did is for naught, then I would say fuck them. But if we're thinking, even if we're thinking circular, I'm like, fuck myself in the future. Like, figure it out, bitch. That's what me talking to the future told me.
Okay, so what are you going to do now? Are you going to stop watching TV and stop being on the internet and stop drinking and smoking and
focus on science?
And focus on science. Okay, so this is new Toby.
When did I say I was ever going to... That was not my point.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know why there's such a...
My point would be the exact opposite in that those would be reasons to celebrate. And reasons to distract myself constantly. Dude, I can't even do, like...
Then we do this...
Like, when we do work, You know how much easier it is when you got something in your ear, just constant outside stimulation. Doesn't even fucking matter what it is. It's like I need to be constantly distracted from myself, the quiet, horrors of my mind, and like human nature. Right. And I can't even go shit really. If it's a long shit, I'm gonna bring something in there and put on some comedy. Yeah. Or like if I have to go outside to clean my car out, it might take 5 minutes. Got to bring some comedy with me. We gotta watch some podcasts or something while I'm doing it. Yeah. I cannot be alone with my mind. It's like a terrible. I've always kind of felt like that. Even when I was a kid, be moving from room to room, TVs and stuff. I couldn't be anywhere, even if I was working on something. Yeah. And even when I'm focused in working on something, I still have to have shit on. Still put 70s show or something on when I'm focusing. I cannot be alone with my thoughts. Maybe that's it. But I feel like that's human nature. That's how human nature is becoming. It's just so afraid of being aware that we're just going to distract ourselves and, like light up and fucking yell to the sky until we're dead. Fuck it. Kind of attitude. Yeah. Because that's how everyone is. Like, yours would be your phone, like looking at stuff on your phone, researching and stuff like that. That's yours of like, I think if you had a week without your phone, that you would be miserable in a way of that you haven't been that aware of your surroundings in so long. Are you talking about like me personally? Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying that mine like I use comedy and shit in that sense.
But is that not with your phone?
No, it's the same thing. I'm not saying it's different, but you're looking at shit, and I just need to hear something that's distracting. You need to see something that's distracting in the same sense. I wouldn't say me without my phone, we could be fucking fine. I would be miserable. I'd probably be drinking a lot more and like playing music a lot more, but only to like fucking get myself outside of my mind for a second. Yeah. I would find other things to fill that void, but. I need distractions, and I don't think I'm alone in that. I may be a little more extreme in that, like, it's horrifying if I'm alone too long, but also that's when I'm celebrating the most because I'm needing to distract myself. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have a party inviting no people. That's how I feel.
I don't know. I like to have things on just to help myself through things. It helps me finish a task to like have music on, and it's not that I'm having to listen to that. It's just like it's almost calming to have like some extra noise going on.
Exactly. So you don't have to hear your own thoughts.
Well, no, it's not about my thoughts. I still have my thoughts,
but not as much as you would if it was silent. I think there's a deeper reason we need to be distracted.
Well, I like. Maybe I listen to things to help initiate other thought processes.
No, definitely. Instead of bit of that, using it as a creative thing.
Because I use that to like. I mean, I guess you're right in a way because I use it to cope. Like I don't want to
think about shit.
It's not that I don't want to think about shit. I want to be able to do what I have to do in the moment. Yeah. And I don't want to be distracted by the thoughts that I need to have later. Because I'm still going to think those thoughts regardless of when they come in or go out.
Oh, yes. No, the thoughts will... yes, because they're there in the back of your head.
Right. So they're going to be there later to deal with.
Yeah. But at moments, if you were completely sober and quiet in some of those moments, it would be way more miserable. That's why I'm saying it's a distraction.
Right, but again, you
can't handle those thoughts at those moments.
Right, but there's a difference between a drug and a motherfucking tool.
Is there, though?
There is a difference, yes.
You can use drugs as tools, bro.
But again, a drug is something to medicate.
I'll fight you on that.
No. Okay, so what?
You mean a medication and a spiritual... For spiritual
but
use
even then,
why
don't they call it medication? It's a drug. It drugs you. It's weird. It's weird terminology.
You don't like medication?
I don't like the term drugs, really. I mean, if it applies to what we've decided. I don't like the word
drug either because it sounds negative, even in a like drug. It's like drag. It doesn't sound pleasing.
It's weird for me, but shit.
Medication. Versus spiritual tools.
Well, just tools in general, because I use this as a tool to get through my day like better. Because again, I'm trying to steer my thoughts. I'm not trying to quiet them.
That is the same thing to me. You're distracting yourself from the thoughts you already have.
Like, I'm not distracting myself.
You're steering away from it.
No, I want to think.
Thing.
No, there's nothing wrong.
Steering yourself towards positivity is fighting negativity.
Right, but I'm still progressing myself. I'm still doing things that give me critical thought.
I work great when I'm distracted. That's what I'm saying.
But you keep calling it distraction when I'm...
You don't like my terminology.
For you, it's a distraction. Let's speak for yourself, Toby.
I'm saying what it is.
No, that's not how it works, because it's different things to different people.
Please help me understand how is steering your thoughts towards positivity any different than fighting negative thoughts? They're simultaneously happening.
Right, you just want me to call it something that I don't want to call it.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Why won't you just call it the raw fact of it?
But see, no, because to me the raw fact of it is that it's a constructive thing, and I'm not going to sully that with calling it a distraction, because it's not a distraction. I think
distraction can be a positive thing. You're putting the word down.
It's the tone that you're using. She's like, I'm gonna get it down to the raw basics of it. It is distraction. You're distracted, you little fucking monkey. You're just an evolved fucking monkey. That's all you are. And you're just staring at your fucking screen all day, just jacking off in a corner.
Just distracting yourself from
murder out of your mouth, scratching your ass, eating bananas. What are you doing? That's what is behind you when you say.
That's how you feel. I don't feel like that.
Okay.
I actually feel like I'm saying something positive when I'm talking about my distractions, because it leads me towards good things.
But then why doesn't it sound like that when it's coming out of your mouth?
You take it like that.
No, well. Okay, so maybe I just misinterpreted.
It's always been a positive thing to me. Being distracted means that I'm staying away from murderous thoughts, evil thoughts, and I'm actually doing something progressive.
But you were like putting us down to aliens, so that's the only reason that I'm coming at it with this argument.
What do you mean?
Because you were like, man, aliens are gonna feel so bad for us because all we do is sit on our phones, jack off in the corner.
I did not say any. You misquoted me twice. I did not say aliens will feel bad for us. I did not say jacking off in the corner. This is all. See again.
I'm paraphrasing.
This is all in your mind.
I'm paraphrasing.
But that's what you actually heard in a way. When I was talking about, I was talking about the exact same thing. Well, see, but the reason I have to make you admit it is because I have to hear you say that you understand that it's like that. Is why I push that so hard, because it reminds me.
I'm not telling you that you're wrong. I'm like,
even the way you're saying that, it's like that's what my words
being accepting of your opinion.
Yeah. Well, the reason you have to remain positive about it scares me a little bit.
Why?
Because the acceptance of what it is not a relishing. It's just understanding the negative of it.
But if we're calling it the same thing, if what we're talking about is actually the same thing, like, what do you want me to admit? Because if it's the same thing, then you want me to admit that
that every human is fucking evil, and it's a constant fight. Say it back to me.
No.
You don't think that people have every person?
I believe everyone has it in them, for sure. Everyone has the.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, say people are evil and it's a constant fight. No, say they have it. Well, they have it.
Yeah, because everybody has the capacity for both. Everybody has the capacity to do good or do bad. Everybody has it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot about. We're having a nature nurture thing like we always do. I feel like that's where it ended back up. It was like, is that a taught thing or is that a born thing? I'm saying it's a born thing, and you're saying it's a situational thing that you can change. And manipulate, when I'm saying it's a fight from the nature.
Don't tell me what I say.
So that's not what you said. So you're not saying it's
because now we're talking about a different thing. No, I'm not talking about it being environmental. I believe that, like, people are like, when you're baby, you're blank slate.
There's nature involved before anything.
Right, there are primal instincts for sure.
That'll make you hit people and piss everywhere. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. But then where does the difference come for you, though? If it's not, I don't understand how nature and nurture come into this from what I said.
Oh, nurture can make nature worse and bring it out. That's where I agree with you, in that it has a lot of effect on it.
Mm.
I think where if we disagree, it would be on whether you were born, because you were born with good and bad, and so there's really no debate.
Well, you're born neutral for the most part,
see,
but then your instincts
know.
kick in as a human being, and your instincts.
See, it's human. Okay. So it's human nature leaning towards one direction. You believe that people are born exactly neutral.
I mean, again, like, does that not depend on what situation they're born into?
Well, when they're a baby, before they comprehend things.
Well, I mean, like, even in those, like, first seconds of birth, doesn't it matter, like, where you are? Like, when it's going down?
So, like, Hitler. So Hitler was born neutral, and he was he turned bad. So he could have been good.
Right. Fucking art school, man. Should have just told him his painting was fine.
Yeah.
You're a school. Teach him how to paint better. But no. Fuck Hitler.
That's what I'm wondering. Was Hitler born evil? Was everyone born evil, and he just didn't fight as hard?
But then that's when you get into predestination,
people, you know?
Toby. Is everything defined before you're born, and you're just born into the life that you've already
But no, you would be able to still
that has already been written for
what
you.
You were born with, but the DNA you were born with might have leaned evil.
But
and
what
it's
is
a constant fight?
What? How do you how do you
evil?
break down evil into DNA? You don't.
Really?
Where is this?
You know?
Okay, Toby just steers conversations wherever he wants them to go. he just has to make sure that he's right. Toby's just taking this conversation.
How am I right?
No, that's just, it just feels like you're just like, you need me to admit things. You need me to like say things to your face.
Yeah, say
like,
it to my face.
and it feels like, well, you're trying to prove me wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
So I mean,
I actually said you were right like 3 or 4 times, and that we were saying the same exact thing.
Right, but then
I was debating whether our core, if we had a disagreement, it would be from birth, and that's what I was trying to debate and figure out whether you believed.
But you said you don't really
a certain direction. Do they lean good, or are they absolutely neutral?
But you're like, I don't believe in evil, really. And it's so, like, what do you think? So are people born evil if you don't really believe in evil?
Yeah, I don't really believe in good and evil. I think it's construed, by society. I think we decide, whatever the masses believe in a certain area is good and evil is good and evil.
Right, but where does evolution for personality come in, like, for you with that? Like,
if we're talking about, humans being born leaning a direction, I would be considering all of society's good and evil together, and saying, is human nature born against the good and evil, or do they lean on the evil side of what society deems it as? Right? That's what I mean. On a deep level, I don't think there is a good and evil. I think there is a good and evil in particular places and to particular people, right? So it's more of a construct, it's an idea, and not like a Lord of the Rings style ancient.
Well, it's just like, do you think that people shouldn't take other people's shit?
In this society, definitely. I think if things were different, if it was an apocalyptic style anarchist, people were gonna take your shit if you didn't take theirs. That yes, you should. Your morality would change. So that's why.
But what if there was So what if everybody thinks post-apocalyptic will just be carnage and mayhem, but it's like, what if it's?
Oh, there's no telling. Yeah.
But again, what if it's not? Because people are still adults. You know what I mean?
There would be a period of everyone letting their deepest primal desires out, and it may run into the ground.
You really think so? You really think people would let that shit go down? Like, with where we're at now with humanity, you really think that, like, there are people out there that would tolerate things like that happening? Like, because
absolutely. I mean, it kind of shows it to me that, like, for a long time when I was a kid, it was like conservative and liberal meant something different through every person's age.
Right. When
I was a kid, conservative was like old ideals, and liberal was like progressive ideals. And that it was more of a loving. They would, they would do peaceful protests, stuff like that. Conservatives would be shooting guns. It was like a very black and white ideal when I was a kid.
Right.
It's like now I think about I forget the conservative one. That, like, let's say let's see, like Antifa and some white supremacy, shit like that. The extremes of how violent people can get for good and bad,
right,
ends up in the same fucking place. It ends up in violence and primal attitudes. Even if they're fighting for the fucking good of man, it's like what war is, right? It's like we're fighting for good. No, we're fighting for good. No, you're fighting for evil. When they're both killing each other, right. So that's another weird proof to me that like there is no complete good, and see, there's no complete bad then too. It's because like the bad people go home and like feed their kid and like are nice to their daughter or whatever. The same people that were same cop that killed someone that day, right? It's like has a family and cares for them. So I don't know.
For sure, there's a duality to humanity, like, and that's just from being a human. It's like I understand that there's that you see that primal a lot.
Yeah, but see,
in people,
you see what I'm saying? It's like, wouldn't the full say if this side was bad and this side was good? Wouldn't the full good side like be like the hippie with the flower and the gun or whatever? Wouldn't that be the extreme of that side of peace? It'd be not fighting.
Yeah.
Those people still fight, which is everything they stand against. And it's like,
who are we talking about specifically right now?
Like I was saying, again, like Antifa is supposed to be.
Oh yeah, isn't it fucked up that they like were making cement in like
Portland's been blowing the fuck up, dude. They've been like having wars and shit, basically.
Like
and for peace. And see, that's like the whole big universal war idea.
But what peace are they fighting for?
To stop Portland. The other side.
What's the other, like, what are they?
Conservatives, basically. They're fighting, what is that group of fucking white dudes? What are they called? It's a far right group.
I don't know. They're just like hitting people in the face with cement milkshakes, dog.
Yeah.
That shit's fucked up.
But you see what I'm saying? It's like, that is a little bit, see, I don't know, but that is a little bit of proof that human nature, as according to society, leans evil, because even the best people fighting for the most peace kill, and that's against their very belief.
Well, like even with Antifa, there's a lot of like, there's a lot of controversy and conspiracy around like whether or not that they're pushing their own kind of agenda.
Yeah, see, that's not good. I mean, like, say the U.S. It's like fighting for good. These people are trying to take our lives away and kill us, so we go and kill them. You're fighting for peace, which is an oxymoron.
Well, no, I don't think that there's ever been a fight to gain peace.
You know what I mean, though.
But no, like,
you don't think there's ever been. That is exactly the point of war, is to stop them from killing you, which creates peace for a period.
There are periods of peace, but like there's always something else to war. It's never like,
I think the original war started well, no, there's two original wars, one from jealousy and hate and one for protection. Like, say, man to man, two cavemen or whatever.
Yeah.
First war, like, one was out of anger and jealousy and one was because they were coming at them in anger and jealousy.
Right.
And there's only two types in my head, and they both end up in murder. So I don't see really. That's why there is no line to me.
So where do you think that the anger and jealousy comes from being a human? Is that like?
I mean, yeah, a little bit. I think it's a lot of being endowed with things we don't quite know how to use, and still and a lot of confusion. I think a lot of human nature. Anger, violence comes from confusion, and that, like, what the fuck are we? What are we supposed to do? I know more than I should, but not enough to figure it out. That weird balance, and I think that confusion causes a lot of anger and rage naturally, But see, even a kid is a good example. Like a 5-year-old kid that had only been loved and taught right things goes, no, it hits you in the fucking face and takes something from you.
Right.
Like, God, no one ever taught him to do that.
That's I don't know if that's particularly true though.
I don't know. That was just something that came to mind.
But that's, I understand that, like, I mean, I don't know where that would come from initially.
People have to teach kids to be nice. They don't have to teach them to be shitty. Typically. Some kids are just nice. Some kids are considerate.
But again, that like I feel like that comes with like energy that is like, because like even while a baby's in utero, like they can still sense things that are around them.
Well, why would two kids from the same family be so different then? If they were born in the same environment, same energy, same mother, and then one be a piece of shit and then one be nice.
I don't have an answer for that. I'm not a fucking
maybe
doctor.
Genetic, I don't know.
I'm not a goddamn doctor, Toby. The only time Toby asks me questions is when he thinks I'm a doctor.
So, David, what did you think about this new breakthrough in science?
Fuck, man. Like, well, what I think about beef nachos are.
Hey, I'm gonna take a little piss break. I'm gonna let Davey tell you guys about the New World Order.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Why not?
I don't really want to talk about the New World Order. We only got into two of these like 9 news stories, but as Toby has gone away to take a piss, I will take a moment to do our plugs. So if you would lovingly go over to the Instagram, which is at Toby and Davey, and you could also go to our Facebook and our Twitter, which is at capital T capital DAVVY for at T Davey. There you go. And then if you're on SoundCloud, you should follow us and listen to the shit on there. And if you're on the podcast app, you should leave a 5-star rating, because that would be dope, and that allows us to get to more people. So please do that. That would be great. And yeah, those are some plugs. You should listen to Cushing on SoundCloud. But I'm going to tell you guys a couple more of these news stories. So oh man. Good God.
What you talking about?
Oh, I did our plugs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So now that Toby is back,
what you got?
Florida man allegedly urinates into ice machine at nightclub.
What's that about?
What's that? I was like, that's fine. We can read that one. So this is Florida man allegedly urinates into ice machine at nightclub by Nicole Dara of Fox News. So this is from Florida, Fox News. A Florida man was arrested on Saturday after allegedly relieving himself in a nightclub's ice machine, investigators said. So they had to investigate this. Someone pissed in here, y'all.
Are you sure? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No,
there's a whole lot of piss in this ice machine.
When I first heard you say it, I actually thought it's like, oh, like that's pretty smart. It's like you can see the steam come off of it. It's like I kind of see why he did it. It's like I could piss in this corner, but it would be so cool if I pissed on this. I melted all the ice. You watch it form together and steam. It's great. It's a great time for that drunk guy.
Yeah. Well, let's see if he was actually drunk. Michael Williams, 28, was found at 260 First, a nightclub in St. Petersburg. Okay, so the name of the club is 260 First. Okay. A nightclub in St. Petersburg around 2:30 a.m. when police spotted him urinating inside the ice chest used to distribute ice throughout, according to court documents obtained by the Smoking Gun.
His dick.
So they just saw him pissing and were like, investigation over. We found him, boys.
Oh, he did it again?
No, it's just the first time. But I don't know why there are investigators. Yeah, we're compiling a complete dossier on Michael Williams, 28. Yeah, he'll be out there on the streets in no time. He's got the best public defender there is.
Instead of ICP, it'd be ICEP. The ice. Wait. Yeah, the ice piss.
All right. Security guards tried to kick Williams out of the night spot, but he allegedly actively resisted. When police arrived, Williams was arrested and charged with misdemeanor disorderly conduct, in addition to misdemeanor possession after they found a bag of marijuana during a pat-down.
Oh!
They took
so they were gonna let him go for the pisser. I feel like,
oh man, you drunk?
Like, it ain't that bad. Yeah, like
they'll clean it out. That's what they got bar backs for.
Call your friend.
But isn't that technically Is it vandalism? Public urination?
Public urination for sure. No, I don't. Vandalism is like semi-permanent damage. It's like something you have to fix and pay for.
Can it be like momentary vandalism?
Like if you pour soda on a wall.
Is that vandalism?
Get out of here.
That's not vandalism though?
Nah.
That's a happy accident. That's what that is.
I don't know. I don't think you can call it vandalism. It has to be something they have to pay to. Well, I guess they might have to pay someone to wipe something up. But then you could call spilling shit vandalism. You're vandalizing. That's what I'm saying.
I think it's intention. I think it's intent. Okay, so
so if you don't mean to piss in your pants and then cover it all over the floor, and maybe a little bit of the wall because you can't stop, they can't charge you. Because it was not a happy accident, but it was an accident nonetheless. Right? If you're having a pissing fit, or if you just shit your pants and it leaks all over the chair and shit.
Right.
I mean, you're not vandalizing the place. Like, goddamn, I'm embarrassed. Like, give me a towel. I don't know.
Yeah.
And here's you in the shower. That's
shit.
what I should have brought it
out. Now I got you in the shower. How do you feel about that? So you should tell them about that skit.
So basically, I'm gonna, me and Davey are gonna do a split running for president in a few years here, and probably not this next one's too quick. We're not ready. Probably next. And one of our main campaigns is gonna be in the shower, is what we're gonna call it, and it's basically where to humiliate criminals and to deter them from committing more violent and unruly acts.
Right.
We expose videos of them in the shower.
Okay, so what? Oh yeah. So picture this. There is a presidential podium. Toby or myself walk out. You pick, or just yourself. Imagine yourself as the president.
I like us in one suit.
Huh? You and I in one suit, two heads, like almost like the Knights of Ni from the Holy Grail.
We're always arguing with it. It's like,
let me talk.
But that's how
let me talk.
Are, you know?
Huh?
And it's like, wouldn't two people be safer for to hold that position than one?
Right. Two heads are better than one.
Like, see, the vice president really doesn't count. It's like two presidents there to argue, and they need to be exact opposites, right?
Right. To come to a
balance
agreement.
each other out, yeah. Because both of these people aren't going to allow the other one to go to the extreme, right?
You'd hope not. Unless that one day Toby wakes up before I do and is like, you know what? Fuck that motherfucker. I'm sending these nukes. Fucking trash talk me on Instagram. Fuck you, Korea!
Wake up before you. You mean stay up later.
Yeah.
Korea. Nah.
But anyway, shit. I'm going to
Korea.
Tom's
house. That motherfucker fucked me over in school. That wasn't a real name. I didn't have a real name. I was like,
right.
I mean,
Tom.
I mean, I do have a couple real names,
but we won't talk about them because that's not fair. So, we're two-headed president, podium, and so we've got people out in the audience. We got people asking us questions, and there's
ask me a question. Before you start, let me just say, you want to ask me, how is this going to help the crime spree? And let me show you. We have a murderer that's lurking around town right now, lopping off heads.
Lopping them off like it's the goddamn 4th of July.
And here's him in the shower.
See? So, look at that.
Bad ball sack. You see that wrinkly, weird ball sack?
It's all sucked up into him like the shriveled grapes.
Little
that
dick
a prune?
hiding behind some jungle.
No, that's a plum.
That's
shriveled
his
plums. Yeah. The boy's got shriveled plums between his legs.
Yeah.
Don't fear this man.
Yeah, exactly.
Attack this man in numbers.
I guarantee within 2 days this man will walk into the police station and turn himself in out of embarrassment.
Mr. President,
he won't be able to walk around anymore.
Mr. President, I have to ask you about the recent
Here's
scandal.
See what I did there? This is how we're going to attack people. See her weird ass nips.
She got innies.
Yeah, it's weird. She got neck. You see that neck job?
No. We're tolerant. Remember, we have to stay tolerant. It's not weird. We don't have a problem with that.
Okay, we don't have a problem with that, but we just need to know what it. Here's me in the shower. You see that? Big, strong man dick.
Big dick over the side of my shoulder.
You see that ass? That's great.
So we're just like deadpanning the camera. So the
it reminds me of fucking basketball.
Yeah. So we've used all of our presidential budget to put 1080p HD full color spectrum
into all of your showers.
In everyone's showers.
Here's you in the shower.
And you, sir, in the back, get him up there.
You in the shower.
That's you in the shower.
Yeah, at a certain point, she's like, sir, you in the shower. You in the shower.
Now,
like,
I will be taking...
We don't care. We don't judge. Who cares if Susan has weird nipples? Who cares if Rodney ain't got 2 balls, And
then
there's Rodney in the shower.
Rodney. And then here's me in the shower again.
Now, I didn't know this picture was going to be taken, so, that's why my abs are super flexed.
And I'm flexing so hard. But, that's us in the shower.
Some people may say, that's Photoshop. And to those people, I say, go home. Here's you in the shower.
And you see that? I Photoshopped your dick to be very small. I knew you was going to be here.
You're all planned. It was like, now here is a video with us in the shower.
Yeah. But you just have an intern backstage just working so hard to find the person. You just have the sweatiest.
Just take a minute. Hold on. There's you in the shower.
Alright, get him up.
We are everywhere. Do you get it? Are you scared now? Yeah.
Good.
Because there's you in the shower. You better not do nothing wrong, or we're going to show your whole family you in the shower. You don't want to see that.
Two-headed president! That's right. Two-headed president is better than one.
Well, I'm going to do it on a year that they're not doing it, like 2027.
Yeah. In the year 2027, the two-headed president
out of term ran for presidency
and won. People,
we just here to finish out last game.
You were just gonna walk in.
I didn't want to do the whole 2, 4. What is it? I forget. I didn't want to do the whole thing. I was like 6 months on this bitch. Let's see what we can do.
Is two heads better than one? That's our platform. That's what we ran on. That's what we won on. That's what we're here for. That's what we're gonna do.
First thing, everybody's mama gets a house. How about that? Everybody's mama gets a house.
Everybody's mama gets a house. We got to take care of the mamas so they can take care of the babies.
Yep. Second of all, Dad, fuck you. Something like that.
You really fucked us over when you left us on the side of the road.
Moving on. Or it's like, oh no, it's real specific. It's like, first off, Jerry, you can quit your job. You can come live with me. Yeah. And second off, you know who you are.
And fuck you. You said we
never
banned
banned from the country.
Get that person out of the country. Here they are in the shower.
Right now. Yeah, here they are in the shower. Oh, that must be embarrassing. And here I am again. It's like after quite a few of them.
Yeah, after every time. Now, Mr. President, you in the shower. Stop asking me questions.
You know what happened? It was like, you. And he goes, you.
See this? And you just hear someone go, no! Like they just got shot.
Yeah. No! Dropping like flies out here. Who's got a question?
Nobody? Good. This is how it's going to be from now on. You know what? It's time to stop fighting. Time to stop warring. We having those conflicts in the Middle East. Here they are in the shower.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Boom.
Here they are in the shower. No need to be scared anymore. They're not going to do shit.
Look at that weird butt.
They're going to stop. They're going to stop doing what they're doing. Now that we've got pictures and video of everybody in the shower.
Yeah. You'll be afraid to commit crimes.
It's you at your most vulnerable. You close your eyes and shit.
You know how much people pay to keep some of their bad leaked videos off the website?
Right.
We in the shower. It does not matter because we run the shit.
We have
we everywhere. Mm-hmm. And you think to yourself, hey, two-headed president. Where do I find these cameras and how do I take them and dismantle them? If you even try to find your camera,
guess what? Here's you in the shower.
Your shit will be exposed instantly. You hear me?
And you know what?
Don't fucking touch those.
There's always another camera in the shower.
Yeah. So you don't know about backup camera in the shower. This is a frontal view. We got the bottom too. You don't want to see the drain one. You don't want to see from the drain up. That's how we're going to take down real killers. Like, we're going to show you a tank to the Middle East. How about that?
Right? We also
just to tease them. This is what we can do to you.
We also have a council of psychics employed full-time off of your taxes, so that what
little are left from the campaign of you in the shower. It's
if
called
it doesn't
You
take
Shower.
It off, well, that's how we know
together, because that's what we're really here to talk about today.
We're here to talk about pre-crime and psychics.
Yeah. And so start us off on the next level of our first tier that we're gonna take.
You with the stank face?
Yeah, who's it?
In the shower.
Oh, is he got? Yeah, kick him out.
Get him out of here.
Yeah.
Damn,
nice. Well, see, this brings up a
Let
good
him back
point.
in. Bring that guy back in.
Yeah, he's okay. let me. Okay, I have to bring up another question that I'm sure a lot of these people wanted to ask before we cut them off, and it is, what about big dick motherfuckers? Murderers. We're gonna see them. We pull them up.
Sometimes they're gonna be hot. Sometimes they're gonna be hot, guys.
It's like we're making a campaign for them at that point, and that's what you're talking about. I get what you're saying, but you're not right.
You're not right, because they are still bad people. So here,
yes.
Exhibit A, this man in the shower.
Yeah,
he's on
a
the loose.
Murderer.
He kills grandmothers. And there's him in the shower.
Got a nice 12-pack.
He's got a nice 12-pack, and
got those Superman muscles and a chiseled George Clooney jaw.
And look at that log.
And it's a ham of a lock. And now ladies.
Now
ladies.
We know what you're thinking.
We ain't judged.
We see you out there. But hey.
But don't get your mind twisted.
No. This may be a very attractive man, but do not get it twisted.
He is a murderer. He's a rapist.
Grannies.
He is a thief. He's really good and bad.
Yeah,
and he's a liar.
He is a liar. He lies through his teeth. Do not listen to a word this man says. If he tells you that he's good in bed,
if he tells you that he's bad in bed, he is a liar. It's like, I miss you.
I like that.
I don't know. Well,
I mean, sometimes completely normal people are gonna look creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Like this guy.
Row 6, 3 rows back. We don't even have
this is
him
you,
in the
right?
shower. No,
it is you. It is unmistakably you.
No. I like we don't even have him in the shower because it's a dirty motherfucker that don't clean.
We have his shower, but as you can see from the camera footage,
this is 8 weeks put into 3 seconds. Not a goddamn movement.
We've only been dual head president for 8 weeks at this point. we got cameras not into every home in the U.S., every shower in the U.S., but around the world.
Cameras, yeah, all over the place.
All over the world.
Yeah, because we're doing ISIS.
But we also supply every other world government with the camera feed. With the camera feed. So, like if we ever want to get uppity, they're just like, dual head president, here's you in the shower. And we're going to be like,
we're like, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Thanks for that promo.
So I mean, you cool, we guess. So,
so you think you're giving them camera privileges?
Yes.
All these other countries. Yeah. How are we gonna take over anything?
We're not taking over. Everybody's just gonna be chill.
The shit out of everybody. That's the point.
So people are chill.
Scaring the shit out of who? Us. That's what I'm saying. Who gonna show you in the shower? Us. You see?
Okay. So
are we on the same level? Did we even talk about this before we got up here?
Well. Let's just roll with it now. So,
all right. So you're giving camera privileges to our enemies.
We don't have to give it to the enemies, but I'm just saying that,
so you're
if we're looking
give
for
them camera privileges, that we'll be just as scared as them.
No. It's just to keep everybody in check. Just keep everybody in check and above board. Because if another country tries to start some shit, here's you in the shower. If
we try to start some shit, they can pull us up.
Yeah, and shower. Be like, and they check us because maybe we shouldn't be fucking with other people's shit.
No, you sound like a nice, reasonable guy,
but I'm not.
But here's you in the shower, and this doesn't look like a nice guy, does it? What?
I'm attached to you. We have the same body.
No, you had some ladle up your ass. It's like, this doesn't look like a nice guy, but it looks fake as shit.
Yeah. Why would you do this to me?
This is what this campaign's about. Cause fear. You just said you wanted to be afraid.
Fine. Well, you know what?
Checked.
I knew this would happen. Here's you in the shower.
Double ladle. No, not the double ladle Tuesdays.
We share the same fucking computer.
Yeah, but then it widescreens out and it was
Oh, and we also thought about doing one with them during a campaign debate. That one would be good. The dual head president in the campaign debate against...
He's still repping the showers.
This is where it comes from. This is the origin story. So this is dual head president shower origins.
It's like, oh, you trust them? You trust them? Here's them in the shower. You want that little man to judge you?
Look at him.
Look at
not judging him. Look at him.
Yeah, we tolerant.
Yeah.
Of some weird shit like this.
Like, we don't care how weird you look naked, man. We don't care, but there it is.
But there it is, yeah. It's going to keep us on.
And here's us in the shower.
It's so stupid.
But what an incredible platform to keep people on their toes.
Yeah. No, I think it would help.
Our opponent, he wants to take away funding from school programs.
But just look at my balls.
And you know what? Just to let you see what this man does, here's the shower. And look at him. Look at the way he showers. Yeah. He stares straight up.
That's not a bar of soap. That's
why is it like that?
You can't even tell what that is.
Oh goodness.
Taint washer. Gotta be a taint washer. I don't know what that was. Had a little hint of sledgehammer at the end, just because of the syllables, but. So anyway, 2027 T&D taint washer.
Trademarked taint washer. Yeah. Well, let's not trademark that.
Dude, it's pretty good. I mean,
what's another skit? Toby, give me an occupation.
Oh, what? Playing games.
No, just come on. Let's start occupation.
Playing games.
Quit playing games with my heart.
So yeah, boy bands.
Okay, a boy band. All right. So, a boy band.
You're in a boy band, and I'm your manager.
Okay. All right. So, Toby,
and you've done something wrong.
I've done something wrong. All right. Everything's made up, and the points don't matter.
Fuck you. I've always wanted to hear you say that in a weird way, but I hate you. Listen here, kid. You went out there. You thought you did your best. But I'm going to tell you, you're not getting them wet like you should. What you need to do, jiggle. Jiggle just a little bit. In the pants.
Oh, gee, Johnny Salami.
Shut up.
Oh.
Johnny Salami. You know why they call me that, right?
Well.
Because I get the girls wet. You go out there, you do your work, put your little ghibli bits up front.
But I'm 13, first of all.
I don't care.
Second of all, I understand that, Mr. Salami, but this is...
The cougars like you. They want to take you home and feed you.
I'm well aware of my audience.
Breastfeed you.
I'm not some spring chicken.
I
understand the business. I understand that you make 25% of everything that I work for.
I make
all the work
60.
that I do. Mr. Salami!
Wait, you look... What?
You're robbing my pockets, sir. And I don't appreciate it. What?
I'll rob your man pocket.
Are you threatening? No, this is taking a no turn. We're gonna.
Bring him in.
Who? Hi.
Who wants to meet Little Miss Piss Bitch?
Nice
He's from Fab Five. Fab Five Boys.
The Fab Five Boys.
It's a fabulous group of 5 boys. We just put it right there in the name. We don't want people to wonder.
Okay.
Who wants him first?
So he's not shaking it like he should. Johnny Salami doesn't like it. Tells him to put his shaky giblets up front.
Yeah, now they're lining up to choose who goes first. These cougars are going to pound him.
Oh, this child.
Yeah.
This
well, no.
13. So we need to age him up to 18. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and
He's a half first
18.
18.
Yeah. So cougars are lining up to have their way with
this freshly
so let's
new
call
ID.
him Buster.
I don't know
Buster Skylark
I feel a little bit
is the boy band guy.
Buster Skylark. Yeah, Mr. Skylark. I'm going Ursula.
Yeah.
I like that. You got a little more. No, listen, kid. What these people are gonna do with you?
It ain't gonna be pretty.
It ain't gonna be pretty. But you know what? You are, and that's what's important. The only reason
because I make 70%
of what you make
every time. It goes up every time. Now listen, kid. I make 75% of everything that you make.
Is that a lot?
It's
no, I wanted to be
less.
terrible. So maybe bring Cougars leave. I'm too young.
Give us the room. Give us the room, kid. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was gonna sell your body, and I looked into your eyes, and I saw little me, little dirty me,
little hairy
on the streets doing things I shouldn't have me.
Little stroking the shaft, working the balls, me.
And I thought, not this one, Satan. Like all of a sudden, I'm gonna take you to church. I'm gonna teach you how to be a good boy.
You're gonna be my son now. But my mom's waiting for me outside.
You need to know what this is for your own good. Your mom's a slut.
I'm your daddy. You don't understand.
She won't let me talk to you, so
I had to come up with this facade.
Bad boys. Did you ever wonder why there's no other boys upstairs?
That you are the singular 5.
We only
Fab
play
Boys. I had to make it to where your first name was 5 and your last name was Fab Boys.
Yeah. You're a good kid.
You're a good kid, ain't you?
Now go.
Damn,
go,
Todd. Todd doesn't like this one.
Is he getting sad?
Yeah, I guess so.
Getting sad on the weird dad kid.
Yeah.
Dude, that's being a dad. He's not expecting that.
Do you not wonder why I take 75% of all your 80% of all your money? Because I'm the only one in the audience every night.
You don't pay your mother child support. So it's all coming back to you, kid.
I'm literally giving you everything. I'm your hero.
And your worst enemy.
I'll ruin you, kid.
Get out of here. I felt it. Go home to your mom. Tell her I love her.
Wait.
Here. Give her one of these.
You punch him in the face.
I'm paying the money. He goes out. Oh yeah, this is just the beginning, opening credits of the movie. So
okay, not a skit anymore. Full-length feature film.
He goes up, hits his mom, and it's like starting to fight his mom. He's like, "This is what you did to me. You didn't tell me who my father was.
You didn't tell me if my father was Johnny Salami.
He practically raised me." I like that idea that he raised him still.
Well, how could you let me be around him so much but not let me know he was my father?
I remember seeing Dad on the weekends. Who was that?
That was Charlie. The mom has the same voices.
No, that was your real dad. Yeah, no, I don't know.
It just keeps going down a wormhole of real dads.
They're all lies. Oh, God, I'm crying.
Johnny Salami, that man is not your father. Then why did he say those things?
He's a loon.
He's a loon. He's a crazy lunatic. They should lock him in the nut house for the things he's done. Then why did you let me around him for so long? It doesn't matter now.
He's a good manager, that Johnny. They have very similar voices.
That Johnny Salami.
My brother.
I'm not really your mother,
And he
kid.
is your dad. But I'm not your mother.
I'm not your mother. I'm really your uncle, Terry.
I'm in love with your father.
My brother.
Salami. With the Salami brothers, you ever wonder why it's on the outside of the business?
What business is this again? The Salami Brothers Modeling and Acting Agency that you own.
Doing salami. I like the idea that they have nothing to do with salami. Yeah, the Salami Brothers car wash. Some shit.
And fuck.
Salami Brothers mustache trimming. Specific.
Salami Brothers mustache trimming, auto body, and model agency.
Crow burials.
Yeah.
Specific birds.
All right,
Parrot.
okay,
we do nice parrot set. We do a ceremony for the parrots.
New skit.
We put strings
Crow
in their mouth.
barriers. The crow
Crowman?
grave
We
diggers.
just talking about crowmen, right?
Crowmen, yes.
Yeah, it's a respectable job. No offense.
Okay.
I like saying that. It's a respectable thing. No offense.
Absolutely. I mean, like, it's respectable. You out there, you doing the Lord's work. You
But it's only offensive
digging
by
tiny
saying-
little graves.
It's only offensive by
For
saying no
crows.
offense.
The most noble of birds. No offense.
Yeah, it's only offensive because you're saying that. You look really good tonight. No offense.
No, I mean, no offense. I'm not I wasn't
That's
taking
funny.
offense. I was gonna take it as a compliment. Hey, man, no offense.
No.
I mean, like, you know,
I really like your place. No offense.
I really think I think that you're reacting the best that you can in this situation. No offense.
No, that one sounds kind of bitchy.
I think you're taking this well. No offense.
Yeah.
Or does it have to be an upward inflection? No offense.
I don't know.
Is it,
really
or is it kind of like
depends.
no offense?
No, it's not creepy.
No offense.
No, I don't know. I like the higher one.
No offense.
No, I don't like that.
No offense.
That's okay.
Okay.
I think we go. Give me a compliment and say no offense.
Wow, Toby, your beard.
No offense. That's not a compliment. Wow, your beard isn't a compliment. So from the beginning, you're being a dick. No, you gotta say, wow, what a nice face.
Okay.
No offense.
Damn, Toby, that's a good face. No offense.
Yeah. You know,
Am I not doing it right?
it feels wrong.
Yeah, I can kind of feel that you're not digging what I'm doing. So,
Yeah.
let's see here.
But it's not bitchy either. It's not like,
Show me the
oh,
crafts-
you have such pretty feet. Like, it's not bitchy.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, I really respect what you're doing here. No offense.
Dude, I really like the way you talk. No offense.
Yeah. It's genuine.
So
And there
is it-
absolutely
so are
is
you-
no there is no joke to
It should. I feel like it should
Like,
be said
he's
as like
the
an
person-
affirmation on
The person
at
is
end.
saying no offense.
No
like,
offense.
for real.
Like, I mean this.
And
No,
that's why
there's
it's
no
funny.
offense in what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, those shorts are wicked. No offense.
Yeah, exactly. And then it becomes a thing like, am I weird? Why do I take offense? The only reason I even thought of it was because he said it, but he's so genuine.
Am I an asshole? No, dude, I really love your disposition.
No offense.
No offense.
Yeah.
But you're
No offense, but
fucking
you are
with
my
me.
best friend.
Okay.
Like, what? Like, that one could mean a lot of things, though. Because that one could be a down put on you. No offense, but you're my best. Like,
Yeah.
Shitting on yourself. And that could be the hidden part of it. No offense. Yeah,
I'm so happy. No offense, but I'm really happy that you lived through that car crash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, man, for real, no offense, but I'm really glad that you survived that heart attack.
And no, you keep saying stuff like that, and at the end, it turns out that the person's suicidal, and you were being nice. Because they want to die. And you were saying no offense, but I'm glad that you're still alive.
Okay.
You really were being genuine.
Yeah. I really don't want to offend you, but I'm glad.
At the end, he's like, I want to die.
I know. And that's why I brought this gun.
No offense, but I'm really glad you're alive. Why would you say that? And you think the whole time they're getting upset because they're saying no offense and they're taking it wrong, but really they're getting upset because they want to die, and they're being offensive by saying they want them to live.
Hey, man, for real, I don't want to upset you, but I'm glad that, you know, that gust of wind took you away from that cliff as you were jumping.
Why would you say that?
Well, because, man, and no offense, but I'm just glad you're here. I'm glad you're alive.
What does that even mean?
Well, I mean, like, I don't want you out of my life, and no offense to that.
I don't even know what you're saying to me.
I'm saying that, and no offense intended.
But you're a really good person.
You're a really good person, and I'm glad you're alive.
Fuck you. Fuck you, no offense.
Why? I mean, are you taking offense to the things I'm saying? Because I'm prefacing them and ending them with, like, I mean you no offense. Like, the things I'm saying are genuine. And
you don't just get to say whatever you want.
But I am an American. This is Venezuela.
Oh.
That's twist.
It is Venezuela. It's like accent changed right then.
Welcome to Venezuela.
I like that one.
Do you
like this one? I'm throwing too much Z in there.
I'm doing a lot more throat so you can really feel the character in it. And I'm not opening my mouth all the way so it feels old.
I will take your mother.
To where?
I will make her mine.
But my mother has been dead for 40 years. I'm 78 years old.
You're 17 years old? You need to stop smoking.
78 years old.
But you smoke like you're I'm gonna go solo real quick.
But you smoke like you're 17.
Oh, I like that one. I think that was my favorite.
But for it, I haven't been really close. You have to understand what I'm saying.
This reminds me of something I need to tell you off camera. First time I ever said that.
Why would it be something risky?
Ooh, risk. What about?
No, I feel like I'm going into a French person.
So I wanted to talk about something we can talk about here. I want to talk about some new aliases for you.
Oh shit!
A new
a rapping name.
Yeah. And let's see, one that came to mind right as you were leaving one day, so I couldn't tell you. And I remember it the other day.
Okay.
And you may think it sounds like other things, but I kind of like it. It'd be last name Kalish. It'd be Davey Kalish.
Okay.
Pretty sexy.
Okay.
That's like my top. That's my top contender right now.
Okay.
I thought of, and the only thing I thought you would say is like it sounds like Billie Eilish or like you'd say some shit like that. But I think you need to have an ish because you have an E.
Mm-hmm.
So Davey Kalish.
Okay.
Kind of seals it up.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it would be referencing. It could just be, like I said, staying it. It could be just
that's fine. That's cool.
It also is like Cali or something.
Yeah.
Kalish. It's that, but you don't have to ever mention that. Except just now.
All right. That's all right. You can dub me with that. I'll work with that.
Oh, you like that one?
That's all right. Yeah.
That was pretty good.
That's not bad.
Let's see. I want an ish for you though.
All right.
Cubbish. Davey Cubbish.
Mm-mm.
Is it weird?
Yeah. No.
Kalish is good. It's like it's something you would almost
spell with a C or a K.
I was thinking C.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost something you would see and be like, I've heard that name before.
Yeah.
But you haven't. You know?
Okay.
It's kind of in a good area. I've thought about this. But
so they would be like boop, 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 Cushion, David Kalish. It's like intros to a fucking hip hop track.
You gotta say, you gotta find Navy colors.
Oh God.
No, that's not like I was talking about Febreze the other night a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sounded like a Febreze. Navy colors. Febreze. Navy colors. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, drop it on him. Drop the new fucking hit on him.
Oh no. I lost my confidence.
You got it? Drop it.
Oh no.
Like your shirt, bro, no offense. Baby color. Yeah, now you do it.
Baby color. No, it was bad. Baby color. No.
Yeah, no. I mean that's
Baby color.
that was pretty
I'm
nice.
just trying
That's
to work
what
some shit out.
you
now.
need to sing high like that. I need to see you do some falsetto shit. You gonna sing me a little song right now? All up in those high shits. Top stand. Yeah, that's the kind of song.
But it's like a super like what's that band Space Capone? It's like that. It's
well,
like
don't
that
do it in the
voice.
soul style.
Well, no. Well,
do it in the kind of R&B style. You know what I mean? A little well, it's not as much melody to it. It'd be
girl, lay you down.
It'd be working between like 3 or 4 pitches instead of like 8, right? And yeah, a little more, but still in that pitch though.
Lay you down.
That's still too much.
Lay you down.
I already like that shit. Now what is that though? That's something really familiar. That's something. Just that is like so familiar. I don't know. I can't think of what it is.
It's probably some like Four Tops or like
some what's that one?
Temptations.
Oh, you think it's that old?
You down.
No, I was thinking even something more recent, like one of those funk jam bands or something.
Oh,
I was thinking more like on the keys, kind of hearing it.
I don't know, but
it just sounds like that.
it.
Maybe, I mean, it's 3 fucking notes.
I mean, fuck, you can't own notes.
What do you own notes?
Look at you. You take me to court. Take me to court.
Yeah, that's pretty good. No, damn, if we had time.
Yeah, right.
That'd be really funny. But no.
I'll sit up on a stand and I'll lie to your face.
Yeah. But nah, ain't got time.
Nope.
But lay you down.
Lay you down.
Yeah. Bend you over the duvet. Or what are those called?
Potter.
No, I'm thinking of an armoire.
Armoire. Okay.
Armoire is
like a dresser.
Or chest of drawers, yeah.
Bend you over the chest of drawers.
Chest of drawers. I'm so specific. No, if you ended it with "I'm so specific."
Okay. Bend you over the dresser drawers. I'm so you're gonna want to say Pacific.
I'm so Pacific. Surfing way.
Yeah, I'm so Pacific. Surfing way. Yeah.
Yeah, surfers. Just shout out.
Shout out to the surfing culture.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, you bros and bras are out there.
And the water.
Yeah, dudes and dudettes, you guys are out there soaking up the sun, catching the tubes, riding the tubes.
Yeah, you getting pitted?
You getting pitted. You have to get in there and you get pitted.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah. I love it, dude. I could hang out with some surfing brothers for like a few. Yeah.
Oh yeah, just like some people that just aren't really there anymore.
Oh,
and they're just like they leave it all out on the water, man. I do my best thinking out on the water.
Yeah, and they're out there like, what is this water made of? Like, what is it?
I know it's H2O,
what does that mean?
And how is there so much of it?
Yeah, it's like half of everything.
I mean, like, I know what it is, but what is it?
In you and around you at the same time?
Only separated by this thin layer of skin and my wetsuit.
You'd think that like 30%.
Oh yeah, now we're getting into the voices. The voice of the server dude is almost like super chesty.
I kind of like it.
It seems like supernatural for us, but not like
it just fits into where my mind goes.
I mean, like, I guess that kind of works. You kind of like tilt your head in a little bit.
This is my smart friend.
Hello, I'd like to talk to you about like the Pasadena bike lane law.
People hear sex wax and they think all the wrong things.
It doesn't have anything to do with sex,
unless like last week.
Unless you want to, Raw.
Every weekend, crushing
out there, sex waxing the board. Sometimes you get lucky on that board and you get petted.
I love that phrase though. Get petted.
And then sometimes, like, Tanner's sister jerks you off under
Tanner's here. Yeah. On the jet ski, out in the water, and you're like, the salmon are jumping. It's the most beautiful thing you've ever felt. And it just feels like
salmon
God.
In the ocean.
That's when I realized God was real.
When salmon go out to the ocean to spawn?
And they go. That's where they were born. And they go back out and
they spawn in the ocean.
Come on the corals and they make humans. It's a beautiful thing, and I felt like I was contributing when I came over the edge of the jet ski.
You don't understand that when you're out on the waves. You understand the tapestry of life.
Waves are that sheet of with that blanket or whatever you're talking about.
Oh, dude. You're crazy, man.
Just like no one understands me,
man. When we're out there, we're just like, wow.
Like the blanket you're talking about, man. Last night, I had Stacey under the blanket, right?
Really?
The tapestry of life, right?
I mean,
I was feeling on her boobs. So hot. The sand, literally so hot, it burned my butt.
I mean, that's why the tapestry of life is for sitting on.
Not sitting under. I get it. I like that you're my like not really, but smarter friend. I'm the guy who,
I know like 3 more words than you.
Yeah. So you keep saying the tapestry of, the blanket, man. I just don't quite get what you're saying. I keep hearing like the dead. Yeah. The dead up on that we have a tapestry of life at the house.
Bro. I mean, like all of our lives are intertwined. And there's a string that connects.
That's why there's
each
all
and
those
every
people
one
holding hands on our fucking tapestry, bruh.
Right, brah.
You get me.
And then I take you out by the river and shoot you in the head.
Fuck that.
That's fucking of mice and men style.
Nah, I don't like mice and men.
Mice and men.
Fuck your mice.
Okay, so right. I don't take the stupid
phrase. The first mice fucker.
You could be the first guy.
Mold.
Well, don't. Okay, but wouldn't it? You don't fuck a mouse. You jack off of the mouse.
No, I'm not doing anything sexual. I'm like,
what?
Fall in love with this mouse.
Oh, and then you're gonna like fuck them over financially and spiritually and like
I haven't
emotionally.
Yet. I might actually like them.
You might actually like this rat as a person.
Yeah.
Rat. Okay. You said you were gonna be the first person to fuck a rat.
Yeah. Well, that could mean a lot of things, you know. Like, we fucked last night. Like, what'd you do? I was alone. So, yeah.
Oh, is it like a body pillow or a blow-up doll situation?
I have a giant mouse blow-up pillow.
Okay.
All those things.
Realistic fur, though.
Ugh. It's those tails I hate. I don't like those skin
and it's got
tails.
A rat tail made of pig. So it's
edible.
Very lifelike.
So you can cook it.
Sure, if you wanted to. I mean, this rat's just made of other rats, so you can cook it if you want.
Nah.
But it's for fucking.
Yeah. This is a fucking rat, not an eating rat. It's like clearly on the box.
I mean, it's starting to smell, but hey.
That's what rats do.
They smell. They smell bad. They eat garbage.
So what do you think about rat kings? Do you think they exist?
Yeah, I think that they exist, and I think it's one of the most terrifying things to ever encounter.
What do you think it is?
I think that it is, so let's say you've got a couple rats, and they're buddies, and they're like, yo.
They're twisting tails a little
They're
too
twisting
much.
tails a little too much. They're having a little bit too much of a good time. They slip, fall down in a pipe. They start rolling through the muck. And as they try that, a friend that they see, they're like, "Oh shit, fucking Anthony,
Welcome.
help!"
Help us.
And then he tries to pick him, but the weight's too much, and then he falls in. But they tangle their tails together so they can stay afloat. And they're paddling.
3
and
diamond mice.
So now you've got like the whole community is trying to run down the side of this pipe, trying to get them out. They're trying to get them out, and then like everybody just keeps falling in and joining together and tumbling until
tying up
they are
tails,
this giant mass. And then,
but where are the tails even tying to at a certain point? Like there has to be some big rats to even like, because at a certain point you couldn't get on the original tie.
But wouldn't they also like get tangled?
It'd be like a ball,
right?
That they're all tied together in the middle. How does it get bigger than that?
Do we need to look up a picture of a rat king?
Sure. I think. Now, were you going to go even further and say that their bodies start fusing together and they become one being with
one consciousness?
One consciousness.
They form
big
together.
Set of eyes.
No.
Big mouth that's made of rats.
No, they don't look like rats any longer.
Oh, okay. You think it's just a blob?
No.
Biting rats?
It takes a very distinct shape, but it is not rat. It is rat king.
Mouth and eyes. Like
I honestly want it to come out looking like Splinter.
Did you look it up?
No.
Because you're like, this doesn't exist. Splinter? No. Splinter's a good guy. He is a rat king.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's technically a turtle king.
Well, see, that would be where I would definitely believe in it. If the theory was that some rats got tangled up and were like in the same area and got fused together with radioactive waves, and they became one consciousness.
Rat king.
It's a good idea.
These are like made with the execution
was
poor.
Wooden.
Huh?
They're wooden.
It's wood.
Woodine.
I don't know what that means. Made from wood.
We're gonna get wooed by these people.
Oh, I still don't understand.
Could be a bunch of skeletons. Who knows?
Who
it's like
knows?
petrified wood.
Yeah.
That wood was scared.
It was scared.
All right. Let's fuck this thing.
Yeah, bump it.
I was feeling it just then too.
Yeah, we call it
naturally.
All right, we love you guys very much. I did the plug during the thing, but if I got to do it again, 5 stars on podcast, like and subscribe on YouTube, comment, do that shit. Hit us up, email at tobyanddavy@gmail.com. Hit us up on the Twitter and the Facebook at @tdavy.
Ideas.
That's right. And then you can also get at us on Instagram at tobyanddavy. Go hit us up. Yeah. And we love you guys very much.
We'll see you in the shower.
And that's you in the shower. Goodbye.